I had three questions, all linked. They're all about divorce. The first one is regarding, is there such a thing as an irreversible divorce? The second is, what is an automatic divorce? And the last one, if her husband has been away from her for many, many months, is she allowed to file for divorce from the court?
Jamil, in the beginning of this episode, you said we have plenty of questions and would like to wrap them up in this episode. And now this question is a series of episodes by itself. It's a long subject to discuss, but briefly, a reversible divorce in Islam is known as at-talaqul ba'in, where it's not up to the husband to return his wife again without her consent. And sometimes this baynuna or al-ba'in, the irreversible, could be a minor or major. A minor, such if the husband divorces his wife once, then he waits until the iddah is over, the 3 months or the 3 periods or the 3 menstruations. And after the third one is over and he did not return her, in this case, she has become totally divorced. If he's interested in marrying or remarrying her once again, that would require them both to have a new marriage contract, a new dowry, a new consent of both, ijab and qabul. Versus the reversible divorce, if he divorced her once or in the second time, and within the iddah period, he has all the right to call her back onto his marriage life or marital life, even without her consent. And that doesn't require a new marriage contract, nor does it require a dowry. There is another example of the major irreversible divorce. If the husband divorces his wife twice, 3 times, in this case, he doesn't have the right to return her, even if she agrees to that, even if it is within the iddah, because she has become completely prohibited for him, unless, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, unless if she marries to another person, a complete marriage, okay? Not pre-arranged marriage, no, a complete marriage. حَتَّى تَنْكِحَ زَوْجًا غَيْرًا. Then, if they decided to divorce or get separated later on, after her iddah is over, now she is lawful for the first husband, if they're interested, with a new marriage contract, with a new dowry, and they start the cycle over. But it's not permissible for a person who divorced his wife 3 times to return her, even with a new marriage contract, even with a new dowry, even with her consent. It would require her to get married first, not an arranged marriage, but a marriage, a complete marriage life, with a complete consummation of this marriage. Then if this marriage is seized for a reason or another, divorce or khula or etc., and after the iddah she's free, she may get remarried once again to the first one, if there is some sort of agreement.
Okay, and the last part of this question, if her husband stays away from her for several months, is she allowed to file for divorce?
Not several months. The scholar said if the husband is absent for a year and no information is about him, the period actually is a point of difference between the scholars. The minimum is a year, and he does not support the family. Nobody knows where is he at. In this case, he will be sentenced as dead, and the judge would separate them. So even if he returns, now she has the right after separation to get married to whomever she wants. So now he doesn't have the right to call her back onto him because he was absent and nobody knew where was he at.
Jazakallah khair.